come with us. We go on different routes and we have different themes. So this year's theme is Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we're learning about him through the drama and other classes of all of his different avatars and why he comes and when he comes and where he comes to appear. This is their first time performing this. We are going to be performing in 4 different Ratha Yatras in North America this summer. So one thing that you can do is just give a lot of like positive energy and smile and be with us in it all, and it makes it even more special.
Krishna, who is known as Govinda, is the supreme controller. He has an eternal, blissful, spiritual body. He is the origin of all. He has no other origin, for he is the prime cause of all causes.
Krishna, Govinda, is the source of all incarnations. Everything emanates from him. The incarnations of the Lord are innumerable, like rivulets flowing from inexhaustible sources of water.
The light of one candle being communicated to other candles, although it burns separately in them, is the same in its quality. Each avatar, although varying in form, is non-different from Krishna himself. I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, who exhibits himself in his various manifestations.
Although Krishna has unlimited incarnations, 10 are most prominent.
And to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion, Krishna himself appears millennium after millennium. Krishna appears in many different species and many different forms just to give pleasure to his devotees. Long, long ago, on the banks of the river Kritamala, he appeared to his devotee, Lord Satyavrata, in a most unexpected way.
Gange cha jamune chaiva godavari saraswati Kaveri Jalasmin Sanitim Kuru. Oh, what a beautiful little fish. Let me return you to your home.
My king, please don't leave me here in this river. There are so many big fish that want to eat me. I'm so afraid of them.
Don't worry, little fish. I will find you a safe home. Here we are, my friend. My palace is your palace.
Oh, kind king, your palace might be grand, but this water pot is so small. Do you have a more comfortable place for me?
Incredible! In one day, you've grown so much, you can barely move in this pot. This well will be a much better home for you.
Ooh, this well won't be a very happy home. I can't even stretch my fins. My king, please give me a larger pool of water. I've taken shelter of you.
How amazing! Don't worry, I will bring you to the largest lake in the land. You will surely feel comfortable there.
King Satyavrata!
The beautiful little fish that once fit in the palm of my hand is now too large to fit in any reservoir of water. Who are you? The ocean is surely the only home large enough for you now.
The ocean? What about sharks and whales?
There is not a creature on the land or sea powerful enough to harm you. You are certainly the Supreme Personality of Godhead. My Lord, in one day you've expanded yourself hundreds of times, covering the water of every reservoir. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Please, I wish to know the reason of why you've assumed this form of a fish.
O king, in 7 days, the three worlds will submerge into the water of inundation. At that time, a large boat sent by me will appear before you. You shall collect all kinds of seeds and herbs, and, along with the 7 rishis, and accompanied by other living entities, you shall come aboard the boat. As the boat is tossed about by powerful winds, you shall attach the vessel to my horn. I shall keep you safe until the danger has passed. And, because of your devotion to me, all of my glories will be manifested within your heart. Thus, you will know everything about me.
Krishna appears to save his devotees from all kinds of calamities. There was once a great war between the demigods, who are pious, and the asuras, who only want to cause harm to others. The demigods were at an impasse and could not find a way to win, so they prayed to Vishnu. He told them to work together with the demons and churn the milk ocean to obtain the elixir of life. So they joined forces and tried to use the great Mandara mountain as a churning pivot.
They were able to just carry a mountain?
Well, not exactly. It was so heavy, many were crushed underneath when they tried to lift it. But the demigods again turned to the Supreme Lord for help. He lifted the mountain with one hand and healed everyone with one glance. He placed the mountain in the ocean of milk.
And the mountain just floated?
Well, no. So Krishna again appeared, this time in the form of a tortoise, to serve as a pivot for the mountain. These asuras can be so troublesome. Once, a demon named Hiranyaksha created havoc in the universe, so much so that he sent the earth out of orbit and plunging into the cosmic ocean.
In order to dig deep into the cosmic ocean and retrieve the earth, Krishna assumed the form of Lord Varaha, the boar incarnation. He very easily took the earth on his tusks and got it out of the water. Thus, he appeared very splendid.
Hello?
Pow! One blow to the ear, and Hiranyaksha is gone forever. No more trouble from him.
No. His brother, Hiranyakashipu, was enraged at Hiranyaksha's death and made it his life's mission to kill Vishnu. But what he did was no laughing matter. He terrorized the universe, threw the demigods out of their positions, persecuted anyone who worshipped God. There was only one person who he could not subjugate.
Indra? Brahma? Shiva?
No, his 5-year-old son, Prahlad, who was a pure devotee of Krishna.
Krishna is everywhere, in every atom and in every living being's heart.
Even mine?
Certainly.
And mine?
Of course. Ha! Even mine? Yes, Father, even yours. You foolish, ignorant child. Haven't you heard? My heart is made of stone. Does this God of yours live in stone? Is he in this floor? Is he in this pillar? Yes, Krishna lives everywhere. Ha! Then let's see him save you now!
Prahlad, the pure devotee of Lord Nrsingadev, was then crowned king. When he grew up, his son became king, and his grandson, well, he tried to conquer the universe.
Yes, his grandson Bali Maharaj, under the guidance of his spiritual master, Sukracharya, conquered Indra's heavenly kingdom. The mother of the demigods, Aditi, became distraught and performed austerities so that Krishna would help her. And he did. He appeared as her child, Vamanadev, a little dwarf Brahmin.
When he appeared, all of the demigods gathered to bring gifts. Brihaspati gave him a sacred thread. His father, Kashyapa, gave him a straw belt. Mother Earth gave a deerskin. The moon god gave him a danda. Indra gave him an umbrella. Lord Brahma gave him a water pot, and Mother Saraswati gave him a string of Rudraksha beads. Kuvera gave him a pot for begging alms, and his mother, Aditi, gave him cloth for underwear. Moms will be moms! Vamanadev approached the place where Bali Maharaj was performing some fire sacrifices to secure his position as king of heaven.
Dear Brahmana, please come, have a seat. Is there anything I can offer you in charity?
Oh, great king, you come from a long line of great leaders. Prahlad, your dear grandfather, was renowned for his charitable nature, and it was in your dynasty that Hiranyaksha was born. Carrying only his club, he conquered the universe, and no hero could rival him. With great difficulty, then Hiranyakashipu sought out Vishnu, wanting to kill him. And Vishnu fearfully thought, he will find me wherever I go. I will enter the core of his heart, for then he will not see me. Hiranyakashipu angrily searched far and wide, but could not find Vishnu anywhere. And Vishnu stayed hidden right up until Hiranyakashipu's death.
At Vishnu's hands.
And your father, Hiroshika, always gave charity to Brahmanas.
Even when he knew those demons, demigods in the sky.
Oh, generous king, I ask only for 3 steps ahead.
Sweet little Brahmana, think of your own best interests. I can give you an entire island, an entire planet. You will never need to ask for anything ever again. Ask for whatever you want.
Dear king, the whole universe wouldn't be able to satisfy one whose senses aren't controlled. If I'm not satisfied with 3 steps, I'll never be satisfied with anything. Even conquering the universe wouldn't make me happy. I would just be worried about losing it and would have to perform sacrifice after sacrifice to try to secure my position.
All right, take whatever you would like. King Bali, this is not a Brahmana. This is Vishnu in disguise. Don't give him what he wants. He's come to take everything. Then how will you live? How will I live? Ha! You didn't say Om first. The Vedas say that a promise is only truthful if you say Om first. He didn't say Om first. I am the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. How can I go back on my word? Mother Earth can bear any heavy burden, except a person who is a liar. But you didn't say Om first! This sweet little Brahmana, he may have whatever charity he wants from me.
Before their eyes, Lord Vamana grew to an enormous size. With his first step, he covered all of the earthly regions. With his second step, he covered the heavenly realms. And Bali Maharaj offered his head as Vamana Dev's third step in an act of full surrender.
Bali Maharaj had been impossible for the demigods to defeat because he carefully followed the orders of the Brahmanas and could only be subdued by the charming presence of Vamana Dev. Sometimes the leadership in the world isn't so noble. Lord Parshuram appeared to relieve the world of a selfish, demoniac ruling class that persecuted the followers of Dharma.
O Keshava, O Lord of the universe, O Lord Hari, who have assumed the form of a Brigupati, Parshuram, all glories to you. At Kurukshetra, you bathed the earth in the rivers of blood from the bodies of the demoniac Kshatriyas that you have slain. The sins of the world are washed away by you, and because of you, people are relieved from the blazing fire of material existence. As Parshuram, Krishna appeared to rid the world of evil kings. However, as Lord Ramachandra, he comes as the very best of monarchs.
To keep the promise of his father intact, Lord Ramachandra immediately gave up his position as king. Accompanied by his wife, Mother Sita, he wandered from one forest to another on his lotus feet, which were so delicate they couldn't bear the touch of even Sita's palms.
The Lord was also accompanied by Hanuman, the best of the monkeys, and by his own brother, Lakshman, both of whom gave him relief from the fatigue of wandering in the forest. Having cut off the nose and ears of Sarpanaka, thus disfiguring her, the Lord was separated from Mother Sita.
He therefore became angry, moving his eyebrows and thus frightening the ocean, who then allowed the Lord to construct a bridge to cross the ocean. Subsequently, the Lord entered the kingdom of Ravana to kill him, like a fire devouring a forest. May this Lord, Ramachandra, give us all protection.
You coward! Prepare to meet your destiny!
How dare you come here with your army of monkeys? You, a king without a kingdom? Ha ha ha! I shall finish you now and take your wife once and for all!
You wretch! You are like a dog who steals food from his master while he's away from home. You kidnapped my wife in my absence. From that day, your life was doomed.
never comes alone. He is always surrounded by his devotees, his friends, and his family. His elder brother, Balaram, is also non-different from Krishna himself.
Balaram assists Lord Krishna's transcendental pastimes in many different ways. He is the source of the entire spiritual world. He is the original spiritual master, and he expands himself as a variety of paraphernalia to facilitate service to Krishna.
Including the mridanga drum.
His eyes, lotus petals, his face, effulgent, brilliant like the moon, his feet, lotus flowers, his cloud, a dark cloud during the monsoon, his eyes, lotus petals, his face, effulgent, brilliant like the moon, his feet, lotus flowers, his cloud, a dark cloud during the monsoon, his eyes, lotus petals, his face, effulgent, brilliant like the moon, his feet, lotus flowers, his cloud, a dark cloud during the monsoon, his eyes, lotus petals, his face, effulgent, but like the moon, his feet, lotus flowers, his paw, dark cloud during the monsoon, his eyes, lotus petals, his feet, effulgent, but like the moon, his feet, lotus flowers, his paw, dark cloud during the monsoon. Krishna is in the heart of every living being in the universe. As Lord Buddha, he appeared out of compassion for the poor animals that were being killed. He spread the philosophy of nonviolence to keep the faithless from killing innocent animals.
Every day I see suffering. Suffering caused by your desires. From hankering after what is not rightfully yours to claim. Suffering caused by selfishness. Killing innocent animals just to satisfy your hunger. What are you thinking? I am more important. I am strong. I deserve this. Give up the selfish ego. We are all spiritually united throughout this material realm. You say your religion justifies inflicting harm on others? Then give up this religion. Nonviolence is the greatest religion. Live a life of peace and virtue. Transcend this material realm. Meditate upon the spiritual essence that unites all.
The age of quarrel and hypocrisy, known as Kali, is upon us. Religion, truthfulness, cleanliness, tolerance, mercy, duration of life, strength, and memory will all diminish day by day because of the powerful influence of the age of Kali. Wealth alone will be considered the sign of one's worth. A person will be judged unholy if they do not have money.
Beauty will be thought to depend on one's hairstyle. Men and women will live together merely because of superficial attraction, and success in business will depend on deceit.
The path of the Vedas will be completely forgotten in human society. A person's spiritual position will be ascertained merely according to external symbols, and one who is very clever at juggling words will be considered a learned scholar.
The citizens will suffer greatly from cold, wind, heat, rain, and snow. They will be tormented by quarrels, hunger, thirst, disease, and severe anxiety.
The kings will mostly be thieves, and one who is audacious will be accepted as truthful. Law and justice will be applied only on the basis of one's power.
At that time, the Supreme Personality of Godhead will appear on earth. Acting with the power of pure spiritual goodness, he will rescue eternal religion. Lord Kalki, the Lord of the universe, will mount his swift horse, Devadatta, and sword in hand, travel over the earth, exhibiting the mystic opulences and special qualities of Godhead. Displaying his unequaled effulgence and riding with great speed, he will kill by the millions those thieves that have dared dress as kings.
But what about now? Lord Kalki will not appear for centuries, and already we can feel the detrimental effects of the age of Kali.
We are so fortunate. Krishna has come in his more rare and most merciful form, as Lord Chaitanya, who spreads the name of Krishna throughout the whole world and gives us the example of a perfect devotee. in love with Krishna and always yearning to return home to him.
Oh Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering one moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in this world in your absence.
introduce our Kishoris. I'll do please stay put, left to right. Takarani from Alachua, Vanamali from Alachua, Ladini from Alachua, Florida, Jamuna from Dallas, Texas, Ava from Texas, Surya from Alachua, Veda from New Zealand, Kairava from Washington, D.C., Manjulali from New York City, Amulia from Dallas, Sina from Alachua, Florida, Shivani from Alachua, Florida, Revati from Washington, D.C., Isabella from Alachua, Florida, Neelamani from New Taliban, Mississippi, Lakshmi Priya from Alachua, Florida, Sashi from upstate New York. Sit down. Now you. Then in the back row we have Janava, Alachua, Florida, Chandramukhi, Alachua, Florida, Champakalata, Alachua, Florida, Karunamai, North Carolina, Gandiva, Dallas, Texas, Radhika from Toronto area, Shardia from Laguna Beach, California, Aurora from Alachua, Florida, Shama from Sharanagati, Canada, Kalyani from Alachua, Florida, Karunamai from Alachua, Florida, Vrindavani from Alachua, Florida, Malati from New York State, and Nadia from Alachua, Florida.
You guys did a phenomenal job, honestly, phenomenal job.